Alright guys, it is time for a closure of this topic. I need a closure. So Legends did a video, Mythbusters series, showing that Shaolin Master Kung Lao is not useless because he teamed him up with Ninja Mime Johnny Cage and Monk and defeat Battle 194 Lin Kuei Tower, which was pretty cool. I mean, I'm going to link the video in the description. A very good gameplay, pretty cool. However, what I need to mention here, guys, is that I still disagree with Legendus. I'm sorry. I don't think that all characters are useful. I'm sorry. Certain characters are useless. And one of those characters is still Shaolin Master Kung Lao. And I'm going to explain to you why. And I hope that this is going to give me a closure. I'm not going to talk about this topic ever again. I'm getting tired of this topic. So if you agree with me, fine. If you disagree with me, fine. I'm not going to shove my opinion down your throats. It is up to you to decide. However, if you want to hear my opinion, please stay on the video. Now, what exactly constitutes a character being useless? When I say that a character is useless, I don't mean by any chance that you cannot take this character and beat, for instance, Survival Mode Elder Tower. Of course you can. You can take Leatherface and beat Survival Mode Elder. I can do that. But I don't want to, right? It doesn't mean that if I take Leatherface, I cannot beat boss fights. I can, but I don't want to. And do you know why I don't want to? Because I can pick other characters and do it faster, safer, and without relying on chance. That's the thing. If I have no real reason to pick a character for the entire lifespan of my account, let's go it that way, because I have better alternatives to this character, then in my opinion, this character is useless. You see where I'm going? For instance, let's go it that way. Let's take a look at a character here. This, I'm going to showcase what is a useless character. I will... most used, I'm going like this, and there we go. Let's find a useless card here. Definitely not one of those. There we go, Spectre Ermac. Spectre Ermac is an absolutely useless character, in my opinion. And do you know why? Not because you cannot beat Fatal Tower Elder Survival Mode with him. I did that myself, I know he can. Not because you cannot really beat some difficult tower fight, but because everything this guy does, and I mean everything, passive, special attacks, basic attacks, everything, there are better alternatives out there. So there is no real reason to pick him if you want to be competitive in certain game modes. So if you want to finish the game mode faster, safer, there is no reason to pick this character, apart from having fun. There is nothing wrong with having fun, but we're not talking about having fun. We're talking about being good at the game. We're talking about progressing your account. This guy will not help you progress your account at all. Of course, you can use him to get some points in survival mode, but you can use any character to do so. Like, we're not talking about this. Once again, we are talking about playing competitively. You'll never ever consider using this character. His passive is absolute garbage. When a teammate is defeated, you don't want teammate is defeated. And even if you want the teammate to be defeated, you gain 50% of their attack and toughness. So what, you're going to sacrifice a really great diamond with high attack so that you can gain some attack for Spectre Ermac? Why would you do that? Like, you see where I'm going? Let me showcase another useless character. Another useless character should be Lin Kuei. Lin Kuei is useless character. 5% health for martial artist teammates. Why would you ever use that? Even silver characters can give you more health. And I'm not going to talk about gold characters. You see where I'm going? There is no point of getting this guy in your team. Even if you agree that you want to get two characters that boost health, they don't have to be Lin Kuei and somebody else. It should be, for instance, which was the character that gives me health in silver team? I totally forgot. Anyways, you got what I mean. You can get one silver card that gives health and one gold card that gives health, and they will be better than the bronze card because they're dealing more damage, and they have even special tree, which the bronze cards don't have. So this card is total garbage. You'll never ever use this card in your account apart from the first 1 or 2 days if this is the very first card that you get. But come on, we're not going to get this card is useful because you can use him on the very first day of your Monkey Mobile for 2 hours playing. Come on, that's not serious. The same thing, Sorin, worthless card. You'll never use this guy ever. If you, of course, if you don't want to troll. This guy, absolutely worthless. 5% attack is nothing. You'll never ever use this card. Of course, you can use him in certain situations if you want to sacrifice them very, very fast. But again, you have better alternatives. Even there, only for sacrifice, he's not really that great. You can use a basic gold card to sacrifice. True, he's going to have a little bit more health, but still, the boss can kill him in seconds, right? So no, this guy is worthless. You can never use those cards. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling that all bronze cards are worthless. For instance, Oni has some uses. He has a unique passive, so you can use him as a sacrificial lamp. Pretty cool. Also, Monk is a very useful card. there you go. You have a bronze character, which in my opinion is useful because even I on my main account had some uses for him with maxed out diamonds. There was a stage, a tower, a couple of months ago, which basically you had to switch between characters. And if you don't want to do that, you need to sacrifice 2 characters very fast. And Monk was one of the perfect examples because you sacrifice him, he drains the power of the enemy team. Actually, he gives you power, and then you sacrifice Onion, he drains the power of whoever is there of the enemy team. So it was a pretty cool character to sacrifice, and definitely he has his uses. He's not totally worthless because he has a unique passive. However, let's talk about Ninja Mime Johnny Cage and the character in question. And I believe now we established, you understand what I mean when I say a character is useless. It doesn't mean that you cannot beat survival mode, it doesn't mean that you cannot beat towers, you can. But you don't have to because you have better alternatives. You're going to have better alternatives from day one. That's what I mean. Or let's say 90% of the case you're going to have better alternatives. And now you're going to say, oh, what if, for instance, in 5 years from now, there are so many better characters in Classic Raiden than Tagging Attack deals more damage and stuff like this. Will you consider Classic Raiden a useless character? And I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to be logically consistent. Yeah, if there are 100 characters that do better than Classic Raiden, I'm going to say Classic Raiden is useless. Why would I use him when there are 100 characters that do better stuff than he does? However, as of today, this is not the case, so Classic Raiden is not useless. Okay, let's continue. Hey guys, just a clarification here. When I say that a character has better alternatives, I don't mean that if a character has 1 or 2 better alternatives, he's useless. I mean that if a character has tons of better alternatives, which basically makes sure that you never consider using him, then he's useless. This is the main point. I'm going to showcase basically what I mean by giving you an example with Ninja Mime Johnny Cage and Stun Double Johnny Cage. Ninja Mime Johnny Cage is being supported, Stun Double Johnny Cage is not being supported. Now, let's jump into the fight. And we're going to notice 2 things. What is the damage that those guys do with Special 1? And another thing, what is their health? Take a look at that. First thing first. Once again, Stun Double Johnny Cage is not supported. Ninja Mime Johnny Cage is supported. 55,872. 74,063. So, even after supporting this guy, Stun Double Johnny Cage has more health. I say that, again, my argument stands. Why would you use, let's see the damage, 16,161. Alright, so again, why would I use Shaolin Master Kung Lao? Okay, look at the damage, it's going to be slightly higher by the way, 18,000. So, Ninja Mime Johnny Cage deals 2,000 damage more on his special 1. Once again, 2,000 damage more on his special 1 without trying hard to the minigame. Let's see with trying hard to the minigame. Bam! 33,000. Okay, let's see here. I hope she's not going to die. Alright, bam! 35,000. So, why, Legenders, explain to me, and everybody who thinks that Shaolin Master Kung Lao is a good character, why I would ever use Ninja Mime Johnny Cage with Shaolin Master Kung Lao to achieve something that is weaker than Stun Double Johnny Cage without him having any supporting whatsoever. You see where I'm going? I would never use this strategy because I simply have a better character right in front of me, of my eyes. And the truth is, if for instance, let's say that Ninja Mime Johnny Cage and Shaolin Master Kung Lao were extremely easy to max out. Let's say that you can max them out like this in 5 days. Then you'll say, you know what? No, Ninja Mime Johnny Cage and Shaolin Master Kung Lao are not useless because you can actually max them out really early in the game, and because Ninja Mime Johnny Cage is a great fighter, you can achieve a lot. So, Shaolin Master Kung Lao will help you to destroy enemies by using Ninja Mime Johnny Cage. However, they are not even easy to max out, so there is no reason to use them. Once again, Stun Double Johnny Cage, a basic gold card who is as easy to obtain compared to Ninja Mime Johnny Cage, is better. And he doesn't require Shaolin Master Kung Lao. In the one perspective, you require 2 cards in order for Ninja Mime Johnny Cage to be underwhelming compared to Stun Double Johnny Cage where you require 1 card. So yeah, still, in my opinion, Shaolin Master Kung Lao is a useless card. And there are useless cards in MK Mobile. And I hope that I delivered my message clear right now because it's going to be the last time when I'm doing that. absolutely the last time. This is what I mean by saying that a character is useless. I'm not meaning by any means that you cannot defeat Elder Tower Survival Mode by using him. I don't mean that you cannot defeat a difficult tower in stages or whatever. I mean that whatever this character do, and I mean everything that this character does, there are better alternatives that are even easier to obtain. For instance, Thunderbolt Johnny Cage is easier to obtain compared to Ninja Mario Johnny Cage and Shaolin Master Kung Lao combined. Alright, this was an interesting video. Once again, this is my opinion. You can disagree with it. I'm not trying to shove it down your throats. It is my opinion. If it was interesting for you to hear it out, I'm happy about it. And yeah. So, once again, Ninja Mario Johnny Cage together with Shaolin Master Kung Lao is weaker than Thunderbolt Johnny Cage. And I'm not even talking about the passive. I'm not even opening the topic about the passive. Thunderbolt Johnny Cage passive is so much better than Ninja Mario Johnny Cage passive. So, no point of using Shaolin Master Kung Lao in this game. I'm sorry, Legendus. I'm not going to use him ever because, once again, I simply have better alternatives, and that's the truth. I hope I illustrated that. Like, why would I use Shaolin Master Kung Lao? Why? And even if you agree that there will be those 2% of player base that will have for this short period of time, they're not going to have any good Johnny Cage fighter, they're going to have only Ninja Mario Johnny Cage and Shaolin Master Kung Lao, and then use it for like 2 weeks. It's still, this doesn't really prove me wrong because this is an exception. The general case is Thunderbolt Johnny Cage alone is easier to obtain than Ninja Mario Johnny Cage and Shaolin Master Kung Lao. And on top of everything, Shaolin Master Kung Lao is not really the greatest fighter, so I prefer having somebody else in the team. I don't want to have 2 bronzes in Shaolin Master Kung Lao. I want to have Thunderbolt Johnny Cage, who is supported by other 2 goats, because the overall team will going to be stronger. Alright guys, this is going to be all for you today. I'm closing the topic on this. In my opinion, there are useless cards in MK Mobile, and I hope I made my point clear why I believe so. If you disagree, fine, please let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And yeah, see you guys in a couple of days. I'm going to release a video of me getting 2 diamonds on my beginner account. It's going to be biblical. Take care, guys.
Perfect.